clearly we need lots of reform. So in addition to what your thoughts are on reforming the Supreme Court, what are your thoughts on term limits for senators themselves? And what are your thoughts on eliminating the Electoral College?
So, term limits, I think, is a fine idea. I'm not opposed to it at all. I just feel like that's not going to actually solve the problem. You need to do more. The problem isn't that people spend too long in Congress. The problem is being in Congress is entirely too lucrative. We need to ban stock trading because that's theft. It's just insider trading is theft. If you know something that somebody else doesn't, and you sell them something knowing that that value is going to go down, you have stolen the difference in that value from them. That is a form of theft, and it shouldn't be legal for the people that get insider information to be allowed to trade in the stock market. We also need to stop this revolving door issue, which is where, like Lindsey Graham, we're going to vote him out. He's losing this time around. But that doesn't mean that he's coming back to South Carolina. He might go get a job working for a lobbying firm, and he'll just walk right back into the congressional building to talk to the same people. And that's the revolving door problem. We've had that. We need to close this stuff off so that the people that have already corrupted the system remove themselves. So term limits isn't enough. I'm fine with term limits. And I feel like we can argue and reasonable minds can differ about what the term limits should be. I've heard 2 terms for the Senate and 3 for the House. I've also heard 4 for the House. I've heard 3 for the Senate. I feel like it's arbitrary and reasonable minds can differ. But we have to get it so that the people that are in power are the people that want to make a difference and aren't trying to enrich themselves. If you can't have a career if you're not enriching yourself from it. You should be, it's called service for a reason. But that's its own diatribe. As far as the Electoral College goes, it's outdated, and we don't need it anymore. It's, as far as I'm concerned, when the Electoral College proved that it was useless when they allowed Trump to take office, because we should have had rogue delegates that voted against him, knowing that it was bad for the country. And the fact that that didn't happen, because the Electoral College is supposed to be a safety net for our electoral process to prevent somebody like Donald Trump from seizing power. It didn't work, so we don't need it. That's kind of my opinion. As far as abolishing it, though, that's a problem that's kind of solving itself. I don't know how many people know about this, but there is an initiative amongst several different states. They've all signed on to an agreement that they will cast their delegates, because you can send your delegates to vote for whoever you want based on the results of the vote. So they've pledged to send their delegates to vote for whoever won the popular vote, regardless of what their state was. And this agreement doesn't become active until they have enough delegates to control the election. And that's getting more and more popular as time goes on. So the states may resolve this issue for us, and we'll just have this vestigial electoral college that doesn't do anything anymore, but still makes senators report it and read the vote counts and all of that, which I think would be adorable.
If they leave it there, it'll stay there forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll just, I love those idiosyncrasies of the Senate.
Right.
There's so many funny ones.